The fact that I might end up being laughed at the end of this video is really giving me the urge to make this video. Hi and welcome to my channel. A British billionaire, entrepreneur and a business magnate, Richard Branson, once said, "Do not be embarrassed by your failures, but learn from them and start again." Normally, I'll say people that put up all these quotes are just saying it from their own point of view. Successful people tell us that failure is good and it spices up your success story. And they forget that the thought of failing is even more dangerous. I remember starting a business a couple of months back. Where is the business? I failed. And yes, I'm admitting it because it's very easy to blame failure on things that we think are beyond our control. Probably not to make people see us as failures, but we actually are. We hear a lot about people's success story, how I made my first million, how I made my first billion, but they never get to tell you the process and how many times they failed in between. I feel like that's something that we need to share to people. More reason why everyone tends to live a very fake life now. Nobody wants to show you how true they are because they are going to be termed a failure. But life is far beyond that. Life is far beyond wearing the most expensive shoes and trying to hoard your failures because you feel like you're going to be laughed at. No, I'm not trying to say you should go to the radio station and announce, "Everybody, I failed." But no, there are better approaches to this. Try to go very extreme just to please people, but deep down, your head knows the truth about yourself. You know the truth about yourself, and the truth keeps making its way to your head. So how do you deal with that? Nowadays, what people do is to blame other people for their failures. My lecturer didn't mark my script well, and that is why I failed. So why do you really have to lie just to feel relevant or just not to feel like a failure? Why do we cover up failure rather than admitting and move on? I remember trying to get admitted into the university a couple of years back. I hear people say I have carryovers, and I used to see them as not being wise, and I used to see them as failures until I failed a course. That opened my eyes to a lot of things. Then I realized smart people fail too. I feel like the earlier you realize your mistakes and have the courage to face them and accept them, the better for you to overcome that failure stage. I told you guys before that I failed in my other YouTube channel. Yes, I did. I didn't get the proper knowledge before I started, so I started with a wrong mail, and it led to the downfall of my former YouTube page. So I acknowledged my failure and I took notes of what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I feel like that's the first step everyone should take. A lot of people do not have the boldness to acknowledge their failures, and then they probably try to blame it on someone or something. and that is the beginning of their mistakes. I've always been a victim of not being good enough, even when people don't see it that way. Sometimes we are really the causes of our problems. It used to be really hard for me to try something new. Why? Because I don't want to fail. So I already had the thought of failing in my head before even starting. And that is very, very wrong. To some extent, progress starts with your mindset. In fact, to at least 80%, progress starts with your mindset. I've come to the realization of the fact that the more you cry, the more you see reasons not to. After all, our big bro Elon Musk failed a couple of times. Bill Gates said he failed his exam in some subjects, but his friend passed. Now his friend is an engineer in Microsoft and he is the owner. I feel failure can't be stopped but controlled. Imagine having to go for tutorials, private lessons, being in the front desk in your class only for you to realize that you failed at the end. That can be really sad. Life has a way of throwing you off balance, but
the more you cry, the more you see reasons not to.
Ella 2022.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, kindly like, share and comment, and also give us a thumbs up. And if you've not subscribed, kindly do. I'll really appreciate. Thank you following. Thank you subscribers. You guys are the best. I love you all. Thank you. Please hit the notification bell so you get notified each time I post a video as well. Thank you.